Hello, people. What's that? Oh, my dream catcher. If you have a dark shadow hanging over you, as some people do, some souls do, I wanted to take this opportunity to reassure you that is a good sign, because demons don't try to bring down their own, they try to bring down pious people, pure souls, good souls. They try to bring down sweet souls. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you feel like there's a dark shadow following you, that like there's a darkness following you, then the truth is, that you're more than likely a positive, pious, pure soul. Because the darkness follows pious souls. What would be the point of following dark souls? They're already dark. People who are evil are already evil. Therefore, it makes no sense for the darkness to follow them. Although I'm sure the darkness does follow them. But what I'm trying to say is that pure souls, the more you strive for perfection, the more you'll feel a darkness. Not necessarily around you, but you'll feel it in other people. Or you'll visit people and you'll feel it following you. And that just means that you're becoming more in tune with your environment, both the inner and the outer environment. It's a bit like balancing yin and yang. In the West, in the West as in Europe, England, America, whatever, we are taught how to balance our outer world, which is only one part of yin and yang. In the East, people, or children I should say, are taught how to balance both their inner and outer being. And this is what is so important, because if you can only balance your outer self, for instance work, money, this, that and the other, then that's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not the whole picture, is it? There is also an inner self that experiences situations very differently from a person who has balance in their inner self. For instance, two people could go to a party. One person may enjoy the party, the other person feels depressed at the party. Or there's always an inner core to your experience. You can do exactly the same thing as someone else, and you can have a completely different inner experience, because your inner experience you carry around with you, your mind you carry around with you. If your mind is not perfect, if your mind, well, not even perfect, if you don't have the mental health, if you don't have a balance in your inner mind, then no matter what you do, you will not enjoy it. People find this after a breakup, after a family member dying, after a close friend dying. They find that no matter what they do, they can't enjoy it. They feel an emptiness, a sort of hollowness in their heart. I'm not saying that this doesn't happen to people who have inner balance, because it does. But what I'm saying is that if the mind is not made right, then no matter what you do on the outside, you will not find enjoyment in those things. A good example would be rich people, very rich people. You'd expect them to be constantly happy, but if you look at them closely, you'll find that most of them aren't happy. And then you can look at people like the Dalai Lama, for instance. They always look happy regardless of what they're doing. They always look happy. Monks or Buddhist monks or lamas or Rinpoches or Tibetan monks. Not so much in the West, because we're not really taught in the West how to balance our inner chi. But if you look at monks in the East, for instance Buddhism, you'll find that they look extremely happy all of the time. That is because they have a deep balance within their inner self. Yeah, I better talk quiet because it is like 3 something in the morning. God bless. God bless, God bless, God bless.